Welcome back, my friends. If you haven't heard, well, Liverpool have only gone to Elland Road and beaten Leeds United by 6 goals to 1. A fantastic performance. Definitely our best away performance in the league this season. And as I said to you, we were on the worst run of away form in 30 years. I think it's fair to say we've put that right tonight. I am going to go through the game, give you my thoughts on those players that need a shout out and a pat on the back, which is every single one of them. And again, I want you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I've nothing to add to this other than more positivity and great vibes that we're going to be lashing out over the next 8 to 10 minutes. That was exactly what we needed. You could be a pessimist and say it's come a little bit too late, but ultimately, I don't care. Liverpool winning makes my life better. I don't care. Liverpool winning puts a smile on my face. And I tell you what, I'm starting to feel a lot more optimistic than I had done over the past week or two. So, my friends, where to start with this one? Well, let's go back and start with the team selection. In fact, before we do that, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Circl, where you can now match 5 numbers in 5 fixtures to win £1 million. Now, we didn't quite give away £1 million tonight, but we did have a winner in James who won £63 as well. If you want to join us for future Circles, what you need to know is it's a gambling product. You need to be a UK resident, age 18 plus to play along with us. And if you want to deposit and place £5 in bets using the referral code anfieldagenda, our friends at Circl will match that with £5 in free bets for you to use at your discretion. And again, we hope to have you with us for many, many future Circles to come. And hopefully one of you guys can win that £1 million. Right, look, let's get into the team selection today. And I wasn't happy with it. I can't lie, and I don't think many of us were. I was confused about where Darwin was, why we were seeing Diogo, Jota starting. And in the midfield, a few questions around Henderson and maybe the inclusion of Curtis Jones. How very, very wrong I was, because Curtis Jones was sublime. And he has built on what has been a very good comeback from injury from him. And right now, he deservedly has to start the next game. He's my man of the match today. I know Sky gave it to Mo Salah, and that's absolutely fine as well. But this is a performance full of energy, full of pressing, full of guile, full of enthusiasm. And it's the Liverpool that we remember. So, going back to the team selection, I did say I wasn't happy with it, but I was absolutely wrong, and I'm very, very happy to be so. Klopp knew what he was doing, and can we just take a moment to give our manager a huge pat on the back, a huge shout out for his reinvention of Trent. It's early days still, but we've seen it against Arsenal. We've seen him utilised again today, tucking in alongside Fabinho as the second 6, I guess, and it's brilliant. And it really does give us another dimension. He's like a regista, a quarterback back there, just spraying balls around. It's genius. I love it. And finally, I think we found a solution of what best to do with Trent. Now, look, like any other system and things, teams will figure us out along the way. But look, there's nothing but positive vibes today. How could I come on here and be anything other than optimistic about the future after that? We still have a lot of games to go this season and we still have a lot of points to play for. But I'm starting to feel now that maybe the old Liverpool is starting to find its legs again. And well, let's go through the goal scorers, shall we? Because some of the goals today were just quite simply sensational. Cody Gakpo opening up the scoring. And look, a lot of Leeds fans will rightly feel aggrieved by a handball in the build-up from Trent. Once the referee lets that go, it can't be brought back from VAR because it wasn't Trent with the initial assist or the scoring of the goal. There was a bit of a 1-2 after that happened. So once the ref lets that go, unfortunately, it can't be brought back by VAR. I say unfortunately if you're a Leeds fan. For me, well, I'm happy. Maybe you got a bit of karma with the mistake from Canade that let Leeds back into it in the second half, but it's just been a great game. Great goals. Mo Salah again with a couple of beauties. Diogo, Jota, that 2 goals right on the edge of the 18-yard box. And Jota was infuriating me at the start of that game. I can't lie, I counted 7 or 8 times he gave the ball away. But he eventually came into the game and showed his footballing intelligence. And some of our goals were just counter-attacking par excellence. Off the top of my head, I remember 2 of our goals being from us winning the ball back high up the pitch and then looking to capitalise and capitalising on it. And that's the old Liverpool. That is what we do. That is why our press is so important. We condense the pitch. We make it really congested in these tight areas in the final third. We win the ball back and we pounce, and it worked today, and it worked brilliantly. There is no negatives from this. Yes, you can talk about Canade, but if you're going to have your centre-back, Make a mistake, let it be in a game that ends up 6-1 like that. So Jurgen Klopp has every reason to have a big booming smile on his face right now, and so do you and I and every other Liverpool fan. Look, people are going to say to you, don't get ahead of yourselves, lads. Liverpool aren't back, yada, yada, yada. Who cares? Who cares what they think? Football is about these moments. Football is about bringing a smile to your face, lifting your soul. And Liverpool done that today, and that's why we love the sport so much. I can't wait now. I'm counting the minutes down until the Nottingham Forest game, because it feels like sometimes in a season there's a moment. And I think the game against Arsenal had a moment that has turned it all around for us. We seem to have found some belief. We seem to have found that fight again. And I think it's no mistake that we start to get those energy and legs back into midfield and we look completely different. Curtis Jones simply has to start against Forest. If we are to be credible as fans, and I guess as a manager in Kloppo, you've got to let the lads in form keep the shirt, and Curtis Jones was sublime today, as was Trent, as was the defence, as was the attack, as was everyone out there in a Liverpool shirt. It was brilliant. I want to know what's your pick of the goals. Which one is your favourite? For myself, I'm going to go for the Jota goal where he gives it the Cantona to the Leeds fans, sweeps it in off the post and just turns around nonchalantly and arrogantly. Poses beautiful. I'm so happy. Honestly, it is what we need. When you go all weekend and you're building up to the game on Monday, you're starting to say to yourself, don't let us down, boys. And I won't lie, I had a little wobble internally when we gifted Leeds that goal at the start of the second half. But the lads didn't, and that's what counts. They didn't miss a beat. They continued to do what they were doing the right things. And Leeds, well look, Leeds are a side that obviously are devoid of confidence at the minute, and they're in a fight for their lives at the bottom of the league. But we finally have something to build upon. We finally have some positive vibes at the club. And I just hope that we see this Liverpool now for the remainder of the season. It was a beautiful moment to see Klopp make those 4 changes where we seen James Milner, we seen Lucho finally get back onto the pitch after 190 days or something like that out. We've seen Darwin come on, and of course Bobby Firmino as well. You want your substitutes to have an impact. They did that. Darwin's goal was a beautiful ball to him, a great bit of control and a lovely finish. And then at the end we get to bring Diogo on as well. It is one of those evenings. It was one of those nights that, you know, we used to have a lot more of. But this season, I'm starting to cherish these moments more and more. 6-1 away from home in the Premier League. I'll take that every day of the week. And look, we do need to build on it, but we're back. We are back. I recognise this Liverpool team. And when I say we're back, people are going to slag me for it again. This is the Liverpool I recognise. This is the Liverpool that we're used to seeing under Klopp. So for those people who were taunting and saying the manager has lost the dressing room, no, he hasn't. These boys are still playing for him. And he now knows who he can trust and who he can trust ahead of hopefully a busy summer window. So look, keep an eye out on the channel, my friends, because I'm going to be recording my player ratings as soon as I finish this. Again, would love to know your thoughts on them. Gonna go through them, and look, today it's going to be all positive vibes. Nothing Alisson could have done about the goal either. It is what it is, and as I said, I'm just glad that when Canada made the mistake, it's in a game that we finish up winning by 6-1. And now it is just how high can we move up this league table between now and the end of the season. Champions League it's gone, if we're being honest about it, but we can hunt down a Europa League place. And from a purely selfish perspective, with the Europa League final in Dublin next year, I wouldn't mind seeing the Reds get there. So yeah, look, positive vibes all the way. Liverpool have absolutely bitch-slapped Leeds by 6-1. Goals from Cody Gakpo, Mohamed Salah, Diogo Jota and Darwin Núñez got the job done. And I'm so happy for the boys. I'm so happy for my fellow Liverpool fans, and I have nothing more to add. Positive vibes all the way. Talk to you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.